What made past ops kings unique in baseball offense? Imagine a time when hitting a home run was a rare feat and getting on base was just as important as knocking in extra bases. Some players in baseball history stood out because they mastered both. They didn't just focus on one part of hitting but combined power and patience to become offensive forces. That's what made the players who led in on base plus slugging so special. Ops, or on base plus slugging, is a number that adds together a player's ability to reach base safely and hit 4 extra bases. It combines two key stats: on base percentage, which shows how often a player gets on base, and slugging percentage, which measures how many bases a player earns per at-bat. When you add these together, you get a quick way to see how dangerous a hitter is overall. The players who topped the all-time ops list, like Babe Ruth, Ted Williams, Lou Gehrig, and Barry Bonds, were unique because they excelled at both getting on base and hitting for power. Babe Ruth, for example, not only hit more home runs than anyone else in his era but also drew many walks, keeping his on-base percentage high. Ted Williams was known for his disciplined, rarely swinging at bad pitches, which helped him maintain a high batting average and walk total. Lou Gehrig was consistent and durable, maintaining high on-base and slugging percentages over many seasons. What set these players apart was their ability to do both things at an elite level. Some players might hit for a high average but not hit many home runs, or hit lots of home runs but not get on base often. The ops leaders did both well, making them the most feared hitters of their time. They avoided outs and produced extra base hits, which helped their teams score more runs. In practical terms, ops is useful because it captures two vital parts of scoring runs: not making outs and advancing runners with extra base hits. Teams love players with high ops because they directly contribute to scoring. When comparing players from different eras, ops helps account for changes in how the game is played, like more home runs or more walks. These players also adapted to their times. Ruth and Gehrig played in an era with fewer home runs, but they still hit for power relative to their peers. Williams played when pitching was tough, and Bonds in a later era combined enormous power with an incredible ability to draw walks. The stats that make up ops, on-base percentage and slugging percentage, are simple but powerful. On-base percentage shows how often a player reaches base, including hits, walks, and hit by pitches. Slugging percentage shows how many bases a player earns per at-bat, giving extra weight to doubles, triples, and home runs. When combined into ops, they give a clear picture of a player's offensive ability. The players who led in ops in the past were special because they maximized both getting on base and hitting for power. They were not just good hitters but complete offensive threats. Their ability to avoid outs and hit extra bases set a standard that still influences how we evaluate hitters today. Their achievements in ops show how combining these skills creates a truly dangerous hitter. This is why ops remains a key measure of offensive success across all baseball eras.